A game that has the style of Tarkov, with guns and gunplay like Rust. Could this be the new Escape from Tarkov killer? Well, in order to answer that question, we first need to know, what is Escape from Tarkov? Well, from the game's description, Escape from Tarkov is a hardcore and realistic online first-person action RPG simulator with MMO features and a story-driven scenario-based walkthrough, complete raids on large-scale locations with you and your friends or alone. Basically, it's a hyper-realistic looter shooter that's really fucking hard. But despite how incredibly difficult the game is, it has absolutely dominated this space for quite some time now. But there might be a new king on the rise. So what's different? Marauders, or Starkov, isn't just another Tarkov remake. Oh no no no. In this game, you play as a space pirate with your own spaceship, hunting for space booty. You and your team of up to 4 can enter raids, engage in space combat, or breach other players' ships. And unlike Tarkov, you don't get dropped in the middle of nowhere, wander around for 10 minutes aimlessly, just to find a building and then get shot in the back from some guy 8 miles away. No. In this game, you spawn in your ship. And there are these brightly lit yellow squares showing you where the raid location is, so even the most smooth-brained of players should have no trouble finding where they need to go. But wait, it gets better. You see, unlike Tarkov, when you spawn in, there's a pistol always waiting for you, which is pretty decent, but you also get ammo and a bit of armor with some storage in it. So you don't have to wait 20 to 25 minutes for your scav to cool down just so you can have a fighting chance against a guy with a gun. So once you spawn in, grab your free loot, go to the cockpit, fly to the raid base, and exit your airlock. You can then enter the raid where you can loot, shoot, and finally get some of that sweet, sweet space pirate booty. And then promptly get the fuck out of there. Wait, I forgot to tell you, there's more than one way to win. That's right, you don't even have to enter the raid base. How? Let's rewind. Once you or your team spawns in, you can go straight for an enemy ship, breach their ship with your escape pod, kill the enemy team, and take their loot and leave. Hopefully the people you're fighting are pretty well geared up and didn't just try and do a run with the starter pistol. Or you could take your ship to one of the smaller raid areas, breach them and engage in some PvE, and possibly PvP if other players breach it as well. So whichever path you decide to take, breaching other players, entering the raid area, or breaching one of the smaller raid bases, you could even do all 3. Either way, you have options, which is something that I feel like Tarkov really lacks. Let's get into the nitty gritty, the maps and the gameplay. Overall, the maps feel really well designed. There's plenty of cover, peek downs, stairways, hallways, and even some places for long range combat. And since there's always 4 to 5 different teams going to the same raid area, including the NPCs already in it, it feels like there's always action going on somewhere. And the gameplay is fast, it's just shoot, kill, gear up, and get ready for the next fight. The fights in this game almost feel more similar to a Rust raid than Tarkov. There's a few guns in this game, about 50, with plans to add more. You can purchase these guns from traders, craft them, collect them from your daily missions, or steal them off other enemy players' dead bodies. And all of the guns, excluding the pistols, are customizable. So, how do the guns feel? The guns feel pretty good. They all have some recoil, but you won't have to remember any recoil patterns. Just aim for the head and pull down and you should be just fine. So, here are my final thoughts. Pros. The gameplay feels fast and action-packed. It doesn't feel like there's a dull moment when I'm playing this game. There's a good amount of guns for you to pick from, as well as always spawning in with one. There's different ways for you to play and win the game. The maps feel really well designed, and you can play with up to 4 of your friends. Honestly though, I think my favorite part about this game is the World War II style guns. They feel nice, and they look great. Cons. The trading system needs to be revamped. I feel like there should be at least 2 to 3 traders at all time, selling different things like materials, and trading special items for specific things you have to find around the map. I feel like there could be a bit more loot spots, as well as better looting RNG. Some of the stuff I get is real doo-doo, but overall the game feels really good, and for it being in early access and just coming out 1 day ago, it has mostly positive reviews on Steam. So clearly people like it. Now, is this a Tarkov killer? No. Not yet at least, but with more improvements over time, I have no doubts this could be a serious competitor. I don't even know if these 2 games are really that comparable, but if you like the Tarkov feeling and the Rust combat, I'd highly recommend giving this game a try. Now obviously there's a lot more to this game that I couldn't fit in one video, so if you guys want to see more of this, be sure to let me know in the comments. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed or want to see more gameplay of this, leave a like and a follow. Don't forget to share, or I'll find you and I will break your fucking